So this video is about teaching old dogs new tricks, or basically a primer for getting into the 21st century for teachers. It is designed to help introduce some of our more reluctant educators into the world of online and educational topics. So, why must we try to keep up with the technology? These are some inspirational quotes I found. Obviously, you can read for yourself, but teaching in the internet age means we must teach tomorrow's skills today. This is by Jennifer Fleming. Any teacher that can be replaced with a computer deserves to be, by David Thornburg. And new technology is common, new thinking is rare, by Sir Peter Blake. Obviously, these particular quotes are chosen because they demonstrate, they summarize exactly why teachers must remain to be educators and teachers. Anyone can pick up a smartphone and try to figure out how to use it, but a teacher and educator must teach the child or the student on how to use that smartphone to learn. So what exactly is 21st century learning? The P21, or the Partnerships for the 21st Century, describes it as the knowledge, the skills, and expertise students should be able to master to succeed in work and life in the 21st century. And another organization, the International Society for Technology in Education, describes it as the skills and knowledge they need to learn effectively and to live productively in an increasingly global and digital society. So what guidelines do we have? How do we become 21st century educators? Well, like most other industries, we use standards. Now, some standards are displayed up here, like the P21, was founded in 2002 to create a model for teachers and students. It outlines several traditional outcomes, such as critical thinking, content knowledge, life and career skills, and applies them to modern 21st century technology and media. Now, the ISTE standards are considered the basic skills that both students and teachers should know and meet. Again, these standards take fairly broad and common outcomes like critical thinking, problem solving, and innovation, but they apply them to the modern 21st century technology and media. Even other standards, such as the in-task models, reflect on the need for teachers to be technologically proficient and not only to collaborate globally, but to use new and emerging technologies to support and promote student learning. So what are some of the benefits of 21st century learning? Well, new technology is often very engaging with students. If you tell students, hey, pull out your tablets, we're researching cells today, you're most likely going to have a larger student population intrinsically engaged, as opposed to breaking out an overhead transparency and telling them to start writing. Now, as you can see, there are other numerous benefits, such as utilization of digital tracking of student grades, providing visualizations of boring, complex, or obscure topics, and even just having students own the topic and connecting with their audience as they create content for other students. This is just a brief primer to get you started on the path of becoming a 21st century educator. So what are some of the challenges? Well, the initial cost of technologies and training and adjusting to an ever-changing environment and even innate resistance to change are quite daunting. I know from my own personal experiences it can be very intimidating to set up an online presence either through Twitter or Facebook or even just an normal everyday educational website. And it takes a lot of guts to open up your life and personality to the world of people that you may never meet in person, especially if you're trying to teach them. So what exactly does 21st century learning look like? Well, any number of things. Part of what makes 21st century learning such a challenge is what makes it so exciting. Tablets, phone, phablets, wearable tech, apps, 3D printers, e-text, online forums. All of these are just a small part of available resources for modern educators and modern learners. A teacher can use Skype to teach a lesson to students on the other side of the globe. A teacher can use YouTube to record a lesson and post it for their students to view when they wake up. Students themselves can use Twitter to remind each other of homework, to debate or refine their understanding of a particular topic, or even just to make plans to get together. Possibilities are quickly becoming endless. So how do we become a 21st century educator? Well, webinars, seminars, college courses, professional development, all are great ways to continue to educate yourself and become a lifelong learner. In fact, 21st century tools can actually help you on your way to become a 21st century educator. Websites like the Khan Academy, edX, and the Online Learning Consortium are great places for free or even low-cost education. You can even take a page out of most students' books and YouTube and Google topics of interest. Now, just be sure to not get lost in the overwhelming urge to update your status and find hilarious cat memes and binge watch the latest internet craze. Here is a list of references if you desire to educate yourself more on some of the topics we've covered.